Forgot our camera. So the internet's ridiculously fast.
Hello. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Look at the weird light thing that it's doing.
It'll be all right.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, that is weird.
Isn't that strange?
You got an angel on this shoulder.
It's cool. No, it's clean. It's just
it's clean.
It's kind of messed up.
We forgot our regular.
We forgot our
live camera from Big Bear. So.
Hello, everybody. I see lots of comments. So we're actually sitting here. You can see this tropical paradise behind us. We're actually in Jere's greenhouse up here where we could get Wi-Fi because the cell service out here is it's not great. So this was the only way we were going to be able to go live tonight. So Jere was so gracious to let us make ourselves at home here in his greenhouse. Hello.
Kaylee from the Honeystead's on. Big Bear just got on.
Hey, y'all. Wish y'all were here. Today's been really incredible.
This is a cool festival.
Very, very cool festival. I got to meet so many wonderful people. Tons of people here who are passionate about gardening. I think that they estimated that it would be between like 10 and 12,000 people over the course of 2 days. And I would say today that was that was an accurate count. It was very, very busy. Tons of people. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate that. Oh, goodness. Oh, yes. Homestead in the Highlands. It is
Farm
beautiful.
Alarm. They must be on from somewhere else.
Farm Alarm, what's up? They're
like camping right next to us.
Here. They're camping right next to us. How cool. Yeah, so we're actually camping here at Baker Creek, and so we got here last night.
Oh my gosh, Zach, quit right now.
What did he say?
Hey, friends.
Oh gosh, hey Zach. We miss y'all already. So yeah, we are here. You can see all these banana trees and stuff, and back here, I don't know if you can see it. I've got some really cool chickens back here.
It's between me and Zach, we're close like that.
So yes, it is very nice. The weather has been beautiful. We are in a tropical greenhouse right now. Got some banana trees and some papaya and citrus and lots of wonderful stuff behind me.
This is also the same greenhouse where we ate all those carrots.
Yeah, that was on
that was a lot of carrots.
Facebook Live. I guess I could take my fanny pack off. It's kind of.
Oh, you don't want to wear the fanny pack?
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable sitting here.
I like how at least you told everyone about it rather than pretending like you don't wear a fanny pack.
I'm proud of this fanny pack.
I know it, baby. I know it.
Thank you so much, Henny Hills Farm. I love the iris so much. I had many people stop me today and say, "Where did you buy that?" And I was like, "There aren't any for sale here. I don't think this one was brought to me." So, see, Robin said, "Own that fanny pack."
Hey, you should own it.
I will, girl. I will. I do. Thank you so much, One Anchor Under God Homestead. I'm excited to speak tomorrow.
We call them bum bags. I actually am going to start calling them bum bags from now on.
In New Zealand.
I like New Zealand.
Yep.
Nice bum bag.
Yep. In the UK, the Homestead in the Highlands said they call it bum bags there too. So, yep. I don't know where this came from. I've had it for a long time.
You bought it on Amazon?
Was it from Amazon? I've had it for like a few
years.
Okay,
you bought this, a refrigerator.
Oh, it was for when I went to that's right. It was whenever I started doing farmer's market. I needed a fanny pack because a long time ago when I used to want to farm, there was this really cool girl that worked at the farmer's market. She had a fanny pack and she was a farmer's market girl. And so when I got a farmer's market food house, I got a fanny pack. Thank you, SBAC Traditions.
Go live often while you're there. It's really hard to do that because there's no service.
Most places. Thank you, Abby. I missed that super chat earlier. I wanted to say thank you. Yeah, there's not very great service here, but I am doing some video. Lauren, I do not think we'll be live streaming tomorrow because I don't think that we will have the service to live stream me speaking tomorrow. However, we will film it in order to share it with you guys. In the past, we've only ever gotten clips, but we'll set the camera up tomorrow.
Are we having a meetup tonight?
How many new seeds have you gotten so far? Actually, none. I have not gotten any seeds so far on this trip. Or plants. I've also not bought any plants. I haven't found anything I didn't already have. Truly.
Oh, Joanne, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you either. Are you coming back tomorrow?
Yeah, several people said that they would be back tomorrow and hope to get to talk to us more. So, did I find any seeds that were new to me? I am very familiar with Baker Creek's catalog, and store. So at this point, there's not a lot that's new to me. I come up here though. This is somewhere that I just come visit sometimes. So yeah.
I'm not sunburnt. I did get a lot of sun today. It was a really nice day. And we were
Meg Holler said she had some.
She's going to put some kind of magic.
Yeah, she said she had some.
Lauren probably knows what it is. It's some kind of potion or tincture or something. She'll rub on there and it'll disappear. I'll be fine. I'll be all right.
Yeah, there's Tiffany. There is no cell service here. Most of the day, my phone.
Hey, but this live is going really well because we are on a fiber. For anyone who actually knows what that means, we have 1,000 megabits upload and download. So I could literally download all of Netflix in about 20 minutes. And I mean all of Netflix.
This is Jeremiah.
I'm like, man, I got to download something. This baby out. I'm over here chatting with you and running internet speed tests without ever slowing the internet down. That's how fast it is. In a greenhouse. This is the kind of greenhouse I'm going to build with 1,000 megabit upload internet in it.
Isn't it weird what the light's doing here? I guess it's just being in the greenhouse. It's the
sun reflecting off the glass because the sun's going down behind us.
Yeah, this is cool. I'll walk the laptop around and show you guys this greenhouse.
It's not plugged in. We got 96% battery, so we'll see that in a minute.
Terry, I saw where you posted the alpaca that you were petting. That is so sweet. So you said it was super soft. That's really cool. So, yeah, I guess let me walk everybody around while my computer's still good in charge. So here's Natalie and Daniel and Jessica. So they're hanging out with us. So we'll get to talk to them here in a little bit. And I've got my laptop, so this might be just a little bit awkward. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's growing here. Hey, Lone Star Living. Okay, do you see this behind me? Right here? This is cool, like a little live greenhouse tour thing with the laptop, which is kind of awkward. This is a mango beet. Is that right? Yeah, that's a beet. Massive. We got a bunch of cucumbers going right here. Another massive beet. Look at that. Ben is loving it. My mom has him right now. They're hanging out at our tent and having some sandwiches and stuff. So they're chilling over there. And we're hanging out with my friend Jessica tonight. She works here at Baker Creek, and we've become really good friends with her and really enjoy that we're camping right next to her and her husband. So that's really nice. Here's more cucumbers. There's a lemon cuke. Some of you guys I grew these last year. It's kind of cool. Soyo long cucumber. Do they have any on here? I don't see any. It looks like they're starting to set fruit. I'm going to grow that one this year, I believe. Jere likes to grow kind of some of the rare stuff up here. Not everything is super rare. Some of it's fairly normal. Let me stop and look at comments real quick. It was so nice to meet all of you guys today. Those of you who we got to meet today, just absolutely. Henny Hills, were you selling them here today? Because if anybody else asks me, I'll be sure to tell them. But I didn't know if you had any more here today. I guess I can tell them your channel name if they want to hook up with you. Can you do a shout out to your Australian followers who normally aren't in time to watch you? Absolutely. Hello, Aussies. We love you guys. Oh, look, here's Dan. There's Daniel. He's here with us today.
I just wanted to hear her share what all this is.
Yeah. So Maya and I have some really good friends that live in Australia, and they're 15 hours ahead of us. And so we have to get really creative in talking on the phone with them. So we hang out by FaceTime with them. So here's some cool lettuce. These are stem lettuces. You can kind of see here how they have a long stem. So that's kind of neat thing going on here. That's another cute. Here's some more of these mammoth beets. And what they do with these is usually these are like fodder beets. Once they get this big, they're no good for eating. However, you can't eat the greens like normal. So if you'll see here, I know the light's not great. You can see that some of these are torn off because they actually just harvest the greens off of that. But look at these beets all laid out in this bed. Can you see that? This is so awkward with my laptop. Sorry. Yeah, they're huge. Sweet Maya's over there commented. He stayed sitting down. So these are some more cukes, little baby cukes. Oh, it's really fuzzy. I'm not sure what that is, honestly. It's some sort of tree. So yeah, we're camping up by the side, and I think we're gonna do some music and stuff later. We're hanging out with Jessica and Ted and just kind of resting and taking it easy. This has been in a video. Tomorrow. Who all will be there tomorrow? Speaking, VW Family Farms is speaking right before us, and Mike Dixon, the Fit Farmer, speaking. I don't know who all is speaking. Yes, I think it's Jason that's on here talking. I'm pretty sure it's you, Jason, or Robin. I'm not sure, but yes, this is such a Garden of Eden. Like, this is just so very beautiful, very tropical. It's really warm in here. So Daniel, come stand here. Daniel, please tell our YouTube viewers how tall you are.
I am 6'4".
6'4". Do you guys see this towering above him? That's walking stick kale. I had that in my garden last fall. Mine didn't get nearly this tall because it got too cold and it died. But isn't that crazy? And you see, you just tear the leaves off down here. Isn't that nice? It's also called Jersey cabbage. And anyway, Jere's trialing it out right now, but he's hoping to get that in the catalog next year. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Is that a cucumber?
Golden boy,
yellow robe. That's got to be a cucumber. The flowers look like cucumbers, but the leaves look weird. I'm not going to tell y'all that is a cucumber because I'm not entirely convinced that it is. That's like some of the stuff I have no idea what it is. This is some sort of tree, variegated leaves, which is really beautiful, but I don't really know what it is, to be entirely honest. Jere may come up here at some point and hang out with us on this live, but he's also, like running a 10,000 person festival at his place. Johanna, I'm sorry you couldn't come camping. It's definitely bye, Farm Alarm. Hopefully we'll get to hang out with you at some point. It's really been nice to meet some of these other channels. I've got Daniel decapitated here because I'm holding my. It's been really nice to get to hang out with some of these channels that I've only ever watched their stuff before. Farm Alarm is one of them that just has a really cool channel, and it's been nice to get to hang out with them. They're going to give us a look at their schoolie that they came up here with, because that's something that we've talked about wanting to do in the future. Pretty Kitty Knits, thank you so much for that and for your kind words. I appreciate that so much. So Heirloom Permaculture, got to hang out with them today. So here's some carrots. Now, last time that I was here, Joe took me and Maya through the green. Not last time I was here, it was a couple times ago. Jere took me and Maya through the greenhouse, and we tasted a bunch of carrots. Here's some pretty lettuces. This is Flashy Butter Jam. I've actually got this growing at my house. And then this is some sort of butter crunch. I'm not sure what this one is. It's not marked.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
Lumix
lettuce. Okay. Thai basil. Some more carrots. White Mizuna. That's a mustard. Oh, here's the Celtis. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I know you can't see great on this. It's kind of dark, but that's a really cool thing. I just want to pick at everything. Oh, that's neat. That's a different kind of kale. Jagala Nero. Can y'all see that? Isn't that cool? Chelsea, I'll get that tomato pruning video shot this week. I don't know how much I'll be able to show because my plants aren't very big, but I will show something to kind of show you what to look for. All right, let's go down in here. I'm kind of glistening. It's probably 80 something degrees in here. Okay, so papaya, there's banana trees through here. Yeah, there's all kinds of citrus. Look at this. Let's walk through, and they're so tall. They go all the way to this massive ceiling. I got to bring my mom over here tomorrow and show her, because my mom likes big plants. How do they pollinate these plants? That's a good question. I'll have to ask and see. Isn't that cool? That's burdock. That's burdock growing, and it has a really, really long tap roots, and so they grow it in these boxes where you can actually unscrew the front to get down into that harvest it. Yeah, these banana trees are crazy. I'll have to ask what they do for fertilization. I don't know. That is a very good question. Hey, Jessica, do you know what they do as far as like fertilization? Is it hand? Okay. And like pollination, do they do that by hand? Yeah. So, okay, so the things that require pollination, it's done by hand, and for fertilizing, it's with fish emulsion. So there you have it.
They do have places for the bugs to go.
Oh. So, yeah, it is like being in a beautiful jungle. Isn't this a cool place to get to do a live video?
I thought it would be pretty cool to go live from here.
Yeah, for sure. It's neat for me to get to show you guys.
Welcome to the jungle. Maya's going live.
So Joanne I got to meet her. She didn't get to meet you, but she had her husband. He was in a wheelchair. It was kind of hard for her to get him around. So she said she's not coming back tomorrow.
Oh.
So, but she was
sorry.
really precious, and I got to meet her. Any meetup plans for tomorrow?
Oh.
I don't have any. I mean, we're going to be here.
Okay, so tomorrow we actually are setting up a table in the Baker Creek tent, which is right next to the speaker tent. We'll have a table set up. Now, we'll be there a little bit, and then
Some of our
friends will be there for a little bit, and Jessica's mom will be there. So,
For a couple hours and ended up
unintentionally,
talking
that's
to a
where
lot
we
of
were.
people.
So, someone said, "Hey, Maya, would you have any tips for moving a stump from close to the garden?" Actually, yes. If it's been seasoned for a while, so it's like been cut down for a little bit, get a pile of charcoal and soak it with lighter fluid and light it. The charcoal will
Slow burn
the stump out. And I've done
all
that
the way down into.
I've done a stump that was 20 inches wide, about 3 foot tall, started a small pile of charcoal on top, and in 2 days it burned it completely out.
Yep.
Now, if it's green, so if it's a fresh cut, it won't do that. You'll just be lighting it. But if it's old and it's seasoned a little bit, you can burn it out with charcoal.
And you can cut it down low to the ground too, because it's less to burn, and just pile the charcoal up. So it doesn't have to be 3 foot tall. We did that just to see if it would work. Somebody asked me earlier if I was exhausted, and the answer is like kind of, like this stuff is kind of par for the course. Yes, it is exhausting to talk to people all day. That is exhausting, but it's such a huge blessing to get to come to stuff like this. And so I absolutely love it. So yes, I'm exhausted, but please don't feel bad for me because it's amazing. So Simply Spring Homestead, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Margie, I agree. Baker Creek seeds are so great. And I'm happy to have introduced you to them.
And they're a great company.
Yeah, they
We
are.
fully support them.
Yep. We love Baker Creek for sure. And this has been wonderful. Hey, Ayla, how are you doing? Yes, these are banana trees behind me. And actually, are we ready to do our little citrus taste test? I don't know what kind of citrus this is. And I know you guys are going to want to know.
I thought this was the hardy citrus.
No, the
Is it not?
particular hardy orange has it has thorns on it.
I'll find out and you can link it.
Yeah, okay. So I'll find out what this is and we will link it down below and pin a comment. But there's this little citrus tree and we got to taste it last time. But now Natalie and Daniel are here.
Ben tries it.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna do a taste test. Y'all want to come here? So Natalie and Daniel are here. They're gonna get some. I'm gonna scoot out of the way because we can't all fit.
I'll slide over. Welcome to the jungle.
Wow, this is a great view.
Yeah,
it
it
is. It's pretty cool.
I look like
Wait, are you
very
telling- whoa, are you
small.
telling
These
me-
are not green. Okay, somebody said those are the nicest greenhouse chairs I've ever seen. Okay, on the other side, what you can't see behind here are the doors to the offices of Baker Creek. So
Where
we actually
all the Baker Creek
wheeled-
magic happens.
we actually wheeled their off. We've got everybody's office chairs out here right now.
I'm sitting in Jere's chair.
She's like, actually,
Do you know something really cool that's in this office over here is every single seed catalog that they've ever produced is sitting in here. Every single one from 1998 till now, every catalog is sitting in this office, and we've looked at them.
They're really
It's
fun.
pretty freaking cool. If you're a history person, that's awesome.
Okay, eat the citrus.
Okay,
All ready?
I'm not a
Are you
big
serious?
I'm not a big taste tester.
You eat the rind. Cheers.
Are we cheersing the oranges? And what? Why are you just now getting the picture? Have you not been watching our live while sitting next to us?
Oh my gosh, my
The
phone
Stivers
died.
are my real friends. Okay, they watch our videos
Hey,
while
friends.
being at our house.
Okay.
Okay. Good advice. What is good advice? Whoa. Oh, block them. That's bad.
What was that?
I don't know. Trolls.
Okay.
Game?
Free Bitcoin miner. Y'all want to get invested in a pointless currency? All right. No political stuff.
Stop.
All right. All right. Tasting the oranges. Cheers. Cheers.
Natalie went for it. She put the whole thing.
Yeah, it's sour.
Oh, do you have a problem with it?
I will
'Cause I
spit
didn't-
this on your face.
I didn't wince. I think I saw you wince.
I'm wet. So. It's good. Do you eat the seeds?
Sure. I ate the seeds.
All right, now that part's over.
Oh, sorry.
All right, sorry, Dan, you can come back. You're in timeout, 300 seconds.
They're not kumquats. It's some kind of citrus. We're going to find out what it is. We don't have Jere here. He's the one who knows all the things about all the plants. We have been having fun. Today is going to be it's been a really fun day. And tomorrow's going to be a really great day too.
Man, that was intense. Lee sour.
Jennifer Basil, thoughts on direct seeding 2 weeks prior to frost date? It depends on what you're sowing and how much of a risk taker you are, really. Someone said save the seeds.
Where are you at? Mammy Griggs. Can I grow ground cherries here? Where are you?
Yeah, where are you? What? Patty Gilbert said Natalie's tougher than you.
Okay.
He's like, I can live with that.
You want to fight?
Are y'all going to be here tomorrow, Patty? It is absolutely beautiful here. Thank you, Micaiah.
Oregon toast.
Oh,
That's a you question.
oh yeah. I think you would have no problem growing ground cherries there.
It's a tomatillo, isn't it?
It's
Or
essentially
tomatillo?
like a cherry tomatillo. If you can grow tomatillos there, you can grow it. And Oregon coast, I mean, what is that? Like zone 8 something? Yeah, I mean, you're probably zone 8 something on the Oregon coast. You should, or 7 maybe. You should be able to grow ground cherries.
Yeah, someone's growing them in Ohio, so yeah.
Yeah, I would think you would have no problem with it. I mean, you probably deal with some humidity and stuff there, but
So Brandon
Mhm.
Holtzclaw. So actually, Jared, last time I came up here, he actually sent us home with 2 citrus trees that were hardy.
Trifoliate orange.
Yeah, they're hardy to cold.
They
And
grow
s-
here in South Missouri,
Outside.
so you could probably grow them.
And we haven't planted ours because they're going to go
They're
in a
not like peel and eat oranges though. They're
No.
kind of like a musky, like a flavoring orange. He said they're good for like ice cream or
yeah,
or
like
beverages.
making flavors. But still, it'd be cool to make it orange in some like Arkansas.
Thank you, Sharon. So, Duncan 1900 Homestead, you were here and we didn't get to meet you. Are y'all coming back tomorrow? We were here, but I mean, it's a pretty big place and we were all over the place for sure. Terry said, man up, Marine. City girl, country hurt. She's giving you a hard time.
Where's she at?
Don't mess with her.
She's going in timeout.
No, she is not.
Bet.
She petted alpacas for me.
She petted alpacas for you?
Cool, Christy. That's really awesome. I've had a few people message me from Wartburg. Thank you, Jennifer.
Ben's hanging out with Grandma right now.
Yep, Benny's over with Grandma. He's had a really
He's had a
fun
great
time.
time.
It's been funny because he doesn't quite know what to make of so many people knowing him. And so he's gotten a little bit shy a few times, but it's been really good. I got a really cute apron today in the shop here. They're hand sewn here, and it's like a full apron. It's so cute.
It's really cute. I got an entire package, so 4 from scratch Baker Creek cinnamon rolls. That's a dinner.
Yeah, they got lots of good handmade stuff here.
I'm pretty excited about it. Unless, Daniel, what did you do with my cinnamon rolls, bro?
I carried them enough that I ate them. Carried them in the driver's seat.
Baker Creek is in Mansfield, Missouri, or like right outside of it.
We live in Arkansas.
Yes, but we live in Arkansas. We drove about 4 hours to get up here. No little chew. All right.
That was a chicken?
Yeah, they make funny little sounds. No, Lucy and I didn't get any new seed packs. I have quite a lot of seeds. We did go in and look around in the shop, and I got my apron, and we're getting some souvenirs and stuff. But no, I don't. Actually, I don't know that I really need any more seeds. We're actually going to be doing a giveaway on Instagram next week. With Baker Creek as one of the sponsors, as well as my friend Haley, who makes all of the mugs that I'm always using. And the Root apron actually is going to be a part of that too. And you guys are going to have an opportunity to win some handmade pottery, as well as a Root apron, and then my top list of my favorite Baker Creek seeds. So if you're not already following on Instagram,
ground cherries.
No, ground cherries don't grow on a trellis. They grow low to the ground.
Someone heard the dog barking and said that was a dog. It was the chicken first.
Yeah, the chicken made like a little hissing
They
sound.
said no, that was a dog. I'm like, I know, but the chicken made the sound first, which caused the dog to bark.
Their chickens bark here.
Yeah, they have barking chickens, though. They do.
Jerry, that's sweet. Thank you.
What?
He said that you make a good husband for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Jen Shaw, thank you so much for that. Denise, Denise, you got the handmade pottery bug, didn't you? Denise has sent me some pictures. She got hooked on Haley Rose's stuff.
Someone's actually mailing us some pineapple ground cherry starts that they should be there pretty soon.
Yeah. Somebody asked earlier if my quail had hatched yet, and Lauren messaged me today and said that they had not hatched yet. She's watching them, so.
Yeah, I know. I thought Two Family was going to be here, and then Jessica told me something came up.
I know. He somehow missed that. He doesn't really get online very much, and so he thought Sherry and Daryl were going to be on. Yeah, but you're not a lot. You're not like.
Sorry,
on the
I thought you guys were going to be here until like yesterday.
And last night he said something about being really excited to see them. I was like, oh, honey, they're not going to be able to come. He was so bummed. So he thought he was going to get to see our YouTube mom and dad. So. Yeah, my mom.
I don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, he doesn't like tomatoes. He wanted ground cherries, is what he was so excited about, and we're going to be having those. So, and actually, the ones that I started are getting long. They're coming.
Yeah, and they're different.
They're not pineapple. They're Aunt Molly's.
Aunt Molly's. So we're going to have Aunt Molly's and pineapple.
Homestead in the Highlands. I don't know if you've ever had tomatillos, but they're like like how they're cherry tomatoes and tomatoes. Pineapple ground cherries are kind of like a cherry version of a tomatillo. They're like husk fruit. So they have like these little husk shells around them, and they're very fruity, kind of tropical almost. Elaine
Baker says, I seen Maya and Zach at our local co-op because we were there getting straw.
Oh.
Why didn't you come say hi to us? That would have been fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Robin, yay, you're about to have 60-degree weather. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that super chat. Isn't that so crazy that like we're here sweating our butts off and getting it done, and a lot of people are sending me pictures of like their snow still coming down.
I don't like tomatoes. She likes tomatoes just fine.
I like tomatoes enough.
She likes it. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely the truth. Now, if you want to make me some homemade marinara sauce or some salsa,
tomato products, yeah,
or anything, just make it into something. But I will not buy a raw tomato.
Yeah.
No.
So, why don't we put?
You want to put some of these other people in?
Yeah, let's get some of these folks on here.
Thank you, Cosmopolitan Cornbread. Respect.
Okay. I do want to introduce everybody to Jessica because she's my friend.
Yeah, it's your time to shine, girl.
Oh, but I look horrible.
Oh, so do I.
It's like been a really long
Jessica has worked her butt off today because she is a huge part of this beautiful company, and she is a dear friend to me. And so this is Jessica.
Hello.
And So you got double Jessicas now. And Jessica, will you just tell us a little bit about you? Because Jessica's actually recently stepped into the homesteading world.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I kind of just jumped into it.
It's kind of really awesome how God blessed us. He actually blessed us with 80 acres.
Yeah, it's a cool story.
And
I cried whenever she told me.
I cry now. I tear up thinking about it. It's just really neat the way that God works. And if you just trust him and you're faithful and you're obedient, he always comes through in big ways, big, unbelievable ways.
Yes.
Just like working here at Baker Creek, it was a huge faith step for me to leave the job in the city, and come to out in the middle of nowhere.
And you didn't have like extensive history with like seeds or anything like that?
No, I didn't. But I work for some of the most remarkable people here. Baker Creek is everything that you see. We have nothing to hide. And so that just makes them really awesome and easy to work for.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about that.
She gets to spend a lot of time with Jere and Emily's daughter, who they adopted from China, and working with her, and then also just kind of helping a lot on the administrative side of things. And we met because she was tasked shortly after starting here with finding a new voice in gardening to invite to the expo last year. And so she stumbled across, like, she'd been really praying about it, and really just was like, okay, God, show me who it is I'm supposed to ask for this.
Yeah, I was tasked with that, and I sat down at the computer and I started looking through YouTube, and I thought, oh my goodness, I am in over my head. What have I done? And so I went home, and of course, my husband's famous words, pray about it. I prayed about it. The next morning I woke up and I was like, okay, Lord, lead me to whoever. And that's when I found you.
Yeah. And I think at the time I probably had like 7,000 subs or something. Our channel had not really gotten really big yet. And she emailed me, and I was laying in bed a few days later, woke up, and I thought, you know what? I need to check that email address that I never check because, like at the time we didn't get a bunch of emails. And I went and I saw it, and I'm not joking. I came out of the bed like what? Like freaking out, so excited. Called her, and then the rest was history. So we've been good friends. She's been with us through some of the hardest things we've walked through, and we've been there celebrating through victories. And I love this girl and love working with this company. So.
Yep. And the feeling is mutual.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many people talking about just the testimony and giving it to God. And I think that her and her husband, Ted, are going to have a lot more to share in coming years, just sharing their lives. And she does a little bit of writing occasionally. So she's been talking about possibly getting into starting a blog and sharing their incredible. Jeremiah's over there chanting book. Yeah, so we actually, last time I came down here, we sat down in the restaurant. She was telling me about the testimony, the 80 acres and their new place and everything that God's been doing in their life. And I mean, I'm just like sobbing and just, oh my gosh, so moved. And she said, I've always just felt called to live in a glass house. And I was like, are you kidding right now? Because that's been my term for 10 years. And God is good. And he is definitely.
Absolutely. Transparency all the way, and I think that there's such freedom in that. Yeah. When you have nothing left to hide, which is again why I'm such a big supporter of Baker Creek. Yeah. Because when you have nothing to hide and you're just transparent, I mean. Yeah, it's awesome. That's just where you are. That's what makes for a good relationship. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking to my friends. We love doing this. Jessica made it possible for us to get on here and work all this out. So. Okay, let me go back and respond to some of the comments because I know I didn't talk about. Yeah, won't he do it, Cheyenne? You're so right. Thank you, Sharon. Where did Daniel?
He's around.
Okay. So, yes, Samantha, you were so right. He moves on our heart's desires. This was one of those things for me, like being here, like Daniel's here, and he remembers, years ago when I used to take the $50 that I would accumulatively get for my birthday and spend it entirely on Baker Creek seeds. And I would sit with my list and cross off to get it down underneath where I had needed it in my budget. And like, we were just looking through the vault and different things here and looking at different stuff. And he's like, is this crazy to you? Isn't this like one of those things that just God is so extra and so amazing? So I just think that it is really, really awesome. So you want to talk to Natalie on here? I'll let you do the talking.
Great. What could go wrong with this?
I'd just like to publicly state that I brought you 3 Asiago cheese bagels as my peace offering.
I understand.
So be careful with your heckling, sir.
So, guys, this is Natalie, my hipster sister from another mister. No, seriously, that's what she's in my phone as, so that means that's what her name is. Because your contacts is what's real.
You want to share her channel?
She has a channel. It's pretty good. All right, go ahead. All right, Natalie has a channel. It's in California where she drinks expensive coffees from her house and builds garden beds, but then she has to call me for advice. And I'm happy to help because I'm just such a helpful person. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm trying to be serious. Like, I really do love this person, though. She's really is my sister, and she does have a good channel, or she wouldn't be sitting here next to me. And you should go check it out. It's called Hey, It's a Good Life. Or if you're Doug from Doug and Stacy, Hey, It's a Beautiful Life.
You mean Don from Off Grid with Don and Stacy?
Oh, yeah, Don.
Don,
That's right.
he's such a nice guy. I love Don.
It's like Doug is literally giving his little spiel today, and she just came and sat down. She was with us. She walked in with us.
He was surprised because he didn't know she was here from California.
Right. And so, but she came in with us, and so he didn't notice her. So, when we came in, he was, embarrassed Jessica. Hardcore was like, Roots and Refuge, and everyone's like, woo! Right? So she turns red and, shrinks down, right? And so then we go and sit down or standing up because there's open up. So she goes and sits down and is, filming them. And out of nowhere, over halfway through, he just looks over at her and goes, hey, I see you sneaking in here. Hey, It's a Beautiful Life. And she's looking around is there another channel almost named just like me? And he's like, no, you're sneaky.
She's
She gave him a hard time afterwards.
Yeah, so it was hilarious.
When you're up there.
But yeah, you got any questions for Nat? Little Natty Nat? Natty 5000?
I hope you're having a blast. Oh, hey Kaylee, thank you. I am having a blast. It's been coming out in tears. It's good. Hey guys. Oh, hey Sharon. Good to see you.
Yeah, we can't see you. But good to metaphorically connect with you.
Yes. I have not shopped the seeds yet. I'm going to go back to the seed place tomorrow and film a bit.
All the packs are $2 right now.
Yeah, all the packs are $2, so I'm super excited about that.
I love our friends.
Hey, Botturf Homestead, what am I going to take home with you? A lot of good memories, but I'm not sure. I really am excited to check out the seeds. Oh my gosh, I totally cried about this earlier. So I've been wanting this certain style of dress for a long time. I haven't been able to find it. Found it here at Baker Creek. It was the last one. It's a little too big, which is fine. We can adjust for that. And anyway, I got this really sweet deal on it because a button was broken. And I just about cried because I turned to Jess and I go, well, honestly, this is a little bit outside of my budget, but I'm going to try it on anyway in faith. I'll just figure it out. And then I was like, hey, by any chance, this button is broken. And then they were so nice about it. And so I got this beautiful dress that I've been wanting for so long. So I'm taking home my beautiful dress. I'm super excited about it.
So was the Naked Gardener's Day, was that May 4th?
I don't know.
I forgot to say, may the 4th be with you.
I know. I was like, did you have a good
4th.
Star Wars Day? And I was like, honestly, it was just way overshadowed by all the naked gardening stuff. I couldn't even remember. I forgot. It was really sad. But actually, on the 4th, I did put on my Jedi robe. So that was cool.
Did you finally get that?
Yeah, I wore it.
Nice.
I actually pranked my sister with it at her wedding. It's hilarious.
Did you wear it at the wedding?
Not at the wedding.
Oh, no, but the night before, she was having her little, party with all of her bridesmaids and stuff. And it was
Nice.
2 o'clock in the morning. And I just, had my sister crack the door. So I just showed up, pushed the door open, and, turned on the lightsaber. And they were like, ah! It was hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm taking that home for sure. I'm not sure what seeds I'm going to take.
It was yesterday, and today is Sin Burn Cream on your bum day. Big Bear, I'm confused. Oh, Sun is Sunburn Cream on your bum day. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Oh, I'm sorry you lost your dad suddenly.
That stinks.
I'm really sorry about that. Wow, 120 years of family-owned land. That's really neat.
If I could, Nancy, I absolutely would.
Hey, Searching Sabrina. It was so great to see you guys.
Simply Spring Homestead. The planting festival was all day today and tomorrow until 7 at night. And it starts at like 9.
It's absolutely beautiful out here. It is really stunning.
All right, Lauren, someone said I need a sleeveless Jedi robe. So I need a tank top version of the Jedi robe. I'll get it sometime next year. She's still working on the rest of the costume.
Thanks, Mama T. My Jeff Goldblum picture was cool.
Wasn't it? Like, we're like getting ready to like pack and stuff. She's flying in. She's like, "Hey guys, I'm at the airport and I just found Jeff Goldblum."
I was like, I texted him before. I was like, I'm about to go talk to Jeff Goldblum. I walked up to him.
And she sent us a photo. It was hilarious.
I was like, I'm gonna go take a photo with him because how can I not? Obviously. And so I walked up to him. I said hello. And then as I was leaving, I was like, "Oh, by the way, happy World Naked Gardening Day." And he looked at me. He's like, "Thanks, Natalie. I'm gonna have to start practicing that." And I was like, "Oh." Okay, bye.
What's your favorite thing about Baker Creek so far? My answer, Jessica Damon. She is the best part.
I would
better
say,
than seeds.
I would also say it's definitely the people, but the views here, like, sing to my heart. I love the views.
Yeah, her and Daniel are really impressed with driving through the foothills and the Ozarks. Like all the different views. It was pretty pretty. Mm-hmm. We came through right at sunset too, so it had a lot of good angles and sunlight.
Yeah, but I just love looking out at the top of the hill here. You can see just all of the different livestock and like the trees. It's just absolutely stunning.
No, she's in Missouri right now, not
currently
Arkansas.
In Missouri, back to Arkansas and Tennessee. So, yep. Hey again, Searching Sabrina.
Is somebody linking Natalie's channel for people to be able to see?
Hey, Stivers Homestead, link Natalie's channel. Link it.
Thanks, friends.
Link it real good.
Is anybody here at the event this weekend?
Yeah, who's going to come by and see us tomorrow?
Yeah, if you're here, like, come by and say hi. Hoping I catch you guys tomorrow. Perfect. Oh, Natalie Palmer. Yes. Would love to see you.
Come by the Baker Creek tent. We will be there right in and around there. Natalie lives in San Diego?
Yep, San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Which is where my brother Paul was born, California. She is currently with us in Missouri. Mm-hmm. I don't know where Tennessee came from, but.
I'm going to Tennessee after this.
Yeah.
You figured it out. You're smart.
What movie is that
How's
from? I think it's Never Ending Story.
I don't know.
Billy Crystal.
Oh, okay.
The nagging wife, and he's like,
Yeah.
I love old movies.
He's so good.
Hold on. The Naked Gardener. You just had your day. That
Yeah.
was your day.
They posted too.
Naked?
I mean, like covered, but yeah. People did. People be posting.
I didn't check Instagram that day. Sorry, don't care.
People kept asking me if I was going to garden naked. I'm like, I don't need that on the internet. People already drive by my
No,
house.
you isn't. No, you isn't. No.
We do not need that happening.
Okay, well, got to go and edit a film for tomorrow. Love you. Stay blessed. You stay blessed, Dead Naked Gardener. And if you need any essential oils for all the bumps and bruises and stuff you're gonna have, let us know. We'll make you up some salve. And if I was a Stiver, someone said it'd be like butt sun stab or something. Or was it Big Bear that said that? Big Bear. They're like,
The Boom Boom?
no.
Oh.
Big Bear was like, this was Naked Gardener's Day. Then the next day is put sun cream something on your bum day or something like that. I was like, it was funny at the time.
Sandy asked, what's in Tennessee? I'm just visiting a friend while I'm out here because I figure it's not that far and she's moving soon. So I want to see her while she's in Tennessee. And I just love it out there.
To Broham out there. It is this summer. Is that in? Where is that?
Were you not nervous about the
No, he was talking to him. He's like Cinderella. They sewed a whole dress for Natalie.
You ready to get on the live?
Hey, Maya, did you not notice my tan lines or lacks? I'll be honest, dude. Did not even look at your body. Don't get much past your face because you got a big old stinking beard covering everything up. It's
Who are you talking to?
Heirloom permaculture.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I saw some naked neighbors. I really don't want to see. All right, guys. Well,
Bye,
it's
Sunshine Farm.
been really fun.
Are you wanting to get on with Daniel?
Yeah, I was gonna
All right.
do a quick bit.
All right, guys. More garden talk now. The comedy club will come back in a few minutes. Take 5. Intermission.
Oh my gosh. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Here's Daniel.
What's up?
I'm cool.
I said comic relief.
Your
Oh, I
butt's
think-
one.
You're the knowledgeable one.
Yes.
I was
it
the
is.
knowledgeable one. Jeremiah said I'm the knowledgeable one. I thought you said I was the not cool one.
No,
You are the knowledgeable one, and I am the
He was
comic
giving you a
relief.
compliment.
Listen,
Don't
listen.
flip this into something bad.
Okay, so y'all, my 13-year-old son is so embarrassed of me, and I'm like, I am a cool mom, okay? I think I'm cool. If I was a 13-year-old, I would think I was cool as
Yeah.
a mom. I'd like to think. I don't know. He's so embarrassed. I like, at this point, I mean, it's just becoming a thing. I just like shout out. I call him Baby Angel when I drop him off at school and all that stuff. So here's Daniel,
Hey, y'all.
our friend who does the music for our channel. So all the music that you hear on our channel is Daniel's mad music skills. What do you think the acoustics are like in here?
Oh, it's actually pretty dead. It's not got a lot of echo in here.
It was like a dragon ate your vocals.
Like it just
Yeah.
stops.
Yeah,
It doesn't
just
echo a lot.
stops. I was gonna say.
So pretty good. I mean, for recording purposes,
Yeah,
it's really good. to record.
yeah.
For a live show.
Sarah, I am 33. I was young when I had him, my son, but I guess I'm a little older than I think I'm older than I look, but because some people are like, oh wow, I didn't think you were over 30, but I have a lot of gray hair, so maybe.
You're like 19. Yes.
Yeah.
You're very young.
I don't know. You see this? You see this? Got some wrinkles. They're like setting in for real. They don't
Because
go
you're
away.
smiling all the time.
Because I do smile all the time. They're smile wrinkles. All right, so y'all want to ask Daniel some questions? Somebody can link his channel. Oh no, I really do have gray hair. That's a real thing.
Currently taking applications.
Currently don't do that to him. Don't put him on the spot like that.
Oh my gosh. Awkward.
Daniel, or Jeremiah is making comments about Daniel being single, but we're not. If you have any questions for him, if you would like to ask him anything, here he is.
I am what?
Aw, Homestead in the Highland, their happiness reminders. I like that. Thank you, Stivers, for putting that up. Does Daniel have any new songs coming out? You want to answer these questions?
I would
I'll
love
ask
to.
them. I'll read them because I can. Read
So
these.
May the 26th, we are recording a new live album in Coleman, Alabama at 6 p.m. So that's going to be really cool. So we're hoping a few months after that, maybe 6 months at the most, that will be being released. So that's going to be called The Wild Ones Live. So yeah, it's going to be really, really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
What are you growing this year, Daniel?
What am I growing this year?
Hold on, let me tell you. That was Lori Kendall who asked that.
Hey, Lori, I'm going to be growing some tomatoes that I got from this friend, some peppers. I'm also growing some okra because okra blossoms are my favorite flower.
Do you remember what kind of okra you're growing?
I'm growing spineless, Clemson spineless. And did you give me an Alabama? Is that?
Texas Hill Country.
You gave me a Texas Hill Country
Yes.
okra. And what else? You gave me some other plants to take home.
Some zinnias.
Oh yes, I've got some zinnias
Some
and
marigolds.
some marigolds. They're not
There's
doing
companion
really
plants.
well. The marigolds aren't seeming to do very well for some reason. They're just little guys, so they may do just fine.
I've got some
But-
more too. You can take home tomatillos.
Some tomatillos, some eggplant. I've got an eggplant I just got the other day, that fairy tale eggplant. I'm really excited about that. I got all kinds of different peppers and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. That's so sweet. Katrina's sister said we love Daniel at this house.
Y'all too.
Daniel's I think he honestly came with us this weekend, not realizing that people were going to know who he was.
Yeah,
because when they first started coming up and they were like, "Oh, hey, Jess and Maya," and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm Daniel," and they're like, "We know that, like we understand that's how we're." Almost like you. So okay, Southern Bella Home said, "Tell us the story of I Want the Oil."
Okay, man, that's a really good story. So I'm going to try not to make this super long since I'm on her life and his life. But anyways, I was at a church camp, and there was a young man who basically crawled up in my lap weeping because he'd been doing some things, and the Lord was just dealing with his heart, and it was really precious. Like a week later, I saw that young man, and he was back in doing the same things he was doing before. And also when he saw me, he was really embarrassed, and he just walked away, and it really burdened my heart. And later that night, I was in my office where I wrote a lot of songs. And I was just praying, and I was like, God, and I remember being a teenager and going to these conferences and getting so on fire for God. And I'm like, man, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this. And but then, a week, 2 later, I'm just kind of back. The fire kind of just dissipates. And I was asking the Lord what was going on with this young man and what happens in that place. Like, why do we get so pumped up and we're like, I'm going to do this? And then it just kind of dissipates. And the Lord spoke to my heart, and he said, Daniel, he said, you can get the fire. I'll always give you the fire. But if you don't have any oil, you can't sustain the fire. And the oil comes from intimacy. And so that song was written by me and this awesome woman of God right here. And it kind of came from a just prayer of my heart, and it's almost the echo of that old hymn that says, give me oil in my lamp, keep me burning. It's the prayer of Matthew 25, the 10 virgins. You know what I mean? 5 were wise, 5 were foolish, 5 had oil in their lamp, 5 did not. And I believe that oil in the lamp is intimacy with God. And so that's kind of where I wrote that song. It just came from and actually Jessica wrote the part that says, if all it costs me is everything, you can have it, Lord. And if all it costs me is everything, it is yours. If all it costs me is everything, I surrender just to carry your glory, Lord.
Yep. Actually, we didn't sit down and write that song, but we were in a meeting together, and that came from something that I prayed.
Yeah.
And that was before we were really that good of friends. We were just kind of acquaintances at that point. And he came up and said, hey, would you mind if I use those words in a song that I'm writing? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Now that song sung all over the world. It's really cool. Ephesians 3:20 Farm said, Daniel, please keep us posted on Coleman. It's about 45 minutes from us. My husband and I actually got married there.
It's Stonebridge, sure enough. Hey, guys, y'all connect with me on Facebook. I have an event on there, and I would love for you, if you would like to come. It has the address, it has the time, and mark that you're going to come if you're going to come because of space. We're wanting to make sure if we get too many people coming that we look at a different location or talk to the neighbors and stuff to make sure we can get some extra parking, because parking is limited there. But we want you to come. Please come. So cool.
They said sing a little something.
Sing a little something.
Mind, even if the acoustics are dead.
Oh, that's a good thing, especially for something like this. Lord, I thank you for bringing me to your garden. Lord, I thank you for bringing me back to your garden, where I can lay all day in the shade of the trees and listen to you sing over me. Lord, I thank you for bringing me back to your garden.
It's good. Oh, there's other comments talking about how good you can sing.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, he does have some pipes. That's been said a time or two. So, I think several people have been that's you just made that up, didn't you?
Yes.
He just made that up. That wasn't a song that like exists. So
I love to sing my heart to the Lord, like sing my prayers, like what I'm feeling in the moment to God is my favorite thing to do.
So I know the Stivers are linking where you can buy the album. You can also buy it
so much.
You can also buy it on
iTunes. Yeah.
And then so wow. You said that was very beautiful.
Thank y'all.
I will not sing right now, Heaven Bound Homestead. I think we may have a little bit of time because we're going home tomorrow. Daniel's coming back to the house, and I may record. I told people that I would record singing something. My voice is so gone right now, guys, and I really don't want to push it because I have to speak tomorrow. I was trying to take it easy today because at one point I realized that my voice was saying, no, all done. Daniel, will you be going to HOA? Are you planning on going to any more conferences?
When is HOA?
It's in October.
I would really like to go to HOA. And so I don't have any, I think you have to get tickets to that, correct?
Yeah.
So
I'll look into it.
I would like to look into that. I would love
Angel Cooper, the aprons that I was talking about earlier. Hey, Jess, do they sell those handmade aprons and stuff online? I don't think they sell anything. Yeah, they don't sell any of the stuff that's in the shops here online as far as like the handmade goods. They're sewn here. There's a seamstress here that sews them, and they're fantastic, beautiful. Guys, if you ever get an opportunity to come visit Baker Creek, it is so worth the trip. There's a vegan restaurant, little shops, lots of handmade goods. It's all so affordable. Like that apron that I got today, a handmade full apron, like a smock that like ties in the back and buttons at the top. Y'all will see it, I'm sure. It's so cute. It was like $22. So like it's really, really awesome. Well, a fishes and loaves life, said Jess. How do you pray with such surrender like that after knowing the disciples' lives were so very rough here? You surrender knowing that the disciples' lives were so rough. You know, I believe that the disciples' lives, they did go through a tremendous amount of persecution and they did endure a lot of those things, but they walked in communion with Jesus. And whereas I know that we have this beautiful life and we share it with you guys, and with the comments all the time, people say, you're so lucky, you're so lucky, you're so blessed. Like, we're tremendously blessed. But, I can pray with surrender and say, if all it costs is everything, God, whenever everything is on the up and up, because we've walked through some stuff. We've walked through heartbreak and loss and lack and fear and all of those. And even in those moments, we were tremendously blessed. Mm-hmm. I pray with surrender because God is good and he's really trustworthy. And the trials and the stuff that I've had to walk through never define the goodness of God. Ever. They never did. And I've seen what it does to a life to praise God through trials and not come into agreement with accusation against his character. And I'm just a firm believer that he's trustworthy. And so I can literally tell him that I want to be a carrier of his kingdom in the earth, no matter what, and actually mean it, because that's what an eternal perspective does. And so you have a more to add to that?
Yeah, something the Lord has really been ministering to my heart to lately, and me and Jess have been talking about this, is that it's all about perspective. At the end of the day, like, I've been through some crazy stuff over the last 2 years, y'all. I've been through some really hard things. But at the end of the day, like, I was just thinking about this term, like taking the long way. And the thing is like, sometimes the long way seems longer and it seems harder. And it's like, gosh, I have to be so patient here and I've got to do all these different things. But you see things on the long way that you would never have seen on the shortcut. And the thing is like, genuinely, we can look at the world and say, man, things are getting so bad and things are getting so hard and things are getting this way and things are getting this way. And this is happening in my life and that's happening in my life. But man, like, what is happening in the breaking for God to bring you to a place of such fulfillment and such joy. Like I'll say this as being a close friend to Jess and Jeremiah. It's not just been daisies and roses over the last 2 years, but look at where they're at. Like, I mean, it takes some breaking. It takes some hard things. And man, I think the truth is what Jess just said. It comes to the place of realizing God is faithful and God is good. And so no matter what you are walking through right now, every single person that's on here, it's a ton of y'all, but every single one of you, it doesn't matter what you're walking through. God loves you, and he is working all things together for those who love him and are called according to his purposes. And so even if our eyes are seeing things that look really bad to our flesh, God's working it together. It's going to be beautiful.
And the real promise is not that like we're not going to walk through brokenness and that we're not going to walk through bad things and we're not going to walk through loss and hurts and disappointments or any of those things. It's the real promise is that we're not going to walk through those things alone.
That's right.
And that the one thing, like nothing can separate us from the love of God. And so whenever we learn to carry those disappointments and those fears to him, and the issue is, and I mean, the fall, the brokenness entered whenever the serpent in the garden convinced Eve that she was lacking something and that she needed to make a choice to take for herself, being like God. When she was made in the image of God, she was in complete communion with him. She never wanted anything ever. But there was this temptation to become like God in choosing and determining good and evil. And now I believe that a huge key to our freedom is to stop trying to look at every situation and mark it as good, bad. And instead start walking in the abundance of what we've been given in eternity with Jesus and in communion with Jesus. And I don't want to keep eating off the tree, the knowledge of good and evil. I'm going to stop having that conversation with the snake in the garden that says, are you sure what God said? I'm just not, I'm not interested in having that conversation. For me, I've been given the opportunity of life abundant. And the fact of the matter is there are circumstances that come in my life that I have to ask myself, would I really still think God was good if this happened, if that happened? And sometimes those things have been surpassed. And I say, oh, God, you're so good. But sometimes they haven't. Sometimes the worst happened. And I found that he really was still good, even in the circumstances, because I wasn't alone. He was with me. And, we're going to get to experience. We're going to get to experience so much. We're going to get to experience so much with him, but I don't know. Right now, it's just a matter of knowing. It's a matter of knowing that he's good. So,
yeah.
All righty. You ready to come back on here?
Cool.
All right.
Love you guys.
You got anything to say? You ready to wrap it up? I gotta get back to
let's go get some food.
Yes, food.
I think we're gonna eat
a long day.
Something. We'll find something to eat. They got like turkeys and stuff around here. We'll figure it out.
Stop it.
Yeah, there was a video turkey over there, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty good.
Yes, we're going to camp. We're camping here. So
I wish I had sherbet, Big Bear.
Sherbet.
It was kind of hot today. Like I could use some ice cream. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you have anything that you want to say before we wrap this up?
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep.
We love you guys and appreciate your time. And just thank you for sticking with us.
Yes,
we're
going back after this. I don't have anything else. I just thank y'all so much. Y'all are all so precious to us.
So we're gonna go worship around the fire, eat some food.
Yep.
We bless you guys.
We bless you.
Until next time.